Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Cammy and Karen Go Keto. It is our catwalk today. I believe we're on week 18 or 19, I think. I think it's 19. Here's Karen's short arm shirt, and here she is showing some SKIN. Woo! I like the skin, Karen.
I know.
I
I'm
like
trying to
this.
get more
I like the skin that you're showing, and I hope it works. Subscribe and please comment also. No, it's looking good because that way we can see it like shrink a little bit. I mean, you're at that point where we need to start really seeing stuff up close and personal.
Yeah, well, if uh, I'm going to try to do a little more each day, right? Or each week. And
A
just
little more what? Showing of the skin?
Yeah, like finding the right outfit because I don't think this is the shirt and pair of pants I might try to find my workout clothes or something. Sorry, I'm trying to hold this up with my head. Okay, hold on. Are
All
you ready to
right.
are you ready to rock and roll, Cammy?
Sure, I'm ready. Here I go.
There's Cammy. She's getting her belt out. We'll hear from her about how things have been going. All right, she's on the fourth loop or hole for her belt. And it's not tight. Look at that. She checked in with Jeff, so we'll hear what her numbers are. She checked in with Jeff this week.
All right. Well, I'm really surprised I got that on the fourth hole.
It didn't even look like it was that tight.
It was tight.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I just cinched it up as tight as I could go and just then looked at what hole it was, and it was number 4. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Lots of
All
progress,
right.
lots of room for progress for me. Lots of room for progress. And I'm kind of excited about that. I'm kind of revamped and repumped up and excited about the journey. And I'm reading this book called Inner Excellence. It's a fabulous book written by this guy, Jim Murphy. It's a book that is motivating me to train my mind for extraordinary performance and the best possible life. And he trained a lot of professional athletes,
Mhm.
but my performance is in my eating, my performance of eating properly. So that's a performance for me. I'm just thinking of it that way, and it's going really well. I'm only on page 61, but it's really fun.
Good. You checked in with Jeff this week. Can you share that with us? I know you might have did it in another video, but since we're doing our
Oh, no, I did not do another video. I checked in with
okay.
Jeff. So I had been on my 10-day off plan eating, and I gained 6 pounds, and I weighed 250, and I thought I would gain more than that. So, it is what it is. And I'm looking forward to getting down into the fees. I think, with a proper program, I can do that fairly quickly. Maybe three weigh-ins. I don't know. I'm a woman who's postmenopausal. I am on a little bit of hormones, but I lose weight slowly. I build the muscle still pretty easily. I did lose a little bit of muscle, but not much. But the bar I was trying to get to, where I have more muscle on my body than I do fat, before I gained the 6 pounds, it was right. They were right even. And if I would have stayed on my plan, I think my muscle would have gone higher than my fat. But this time it did not. My muscle was lower than my fat. So,
All right, so if you watched our last couple of videos, you will know that we both ate off plan over the last week or so. And we are just back on track, I think, now. And I think after this video, Cammy and I will have a little discussion about where we're at. And then we'll do a couple more videos about what the next steps are.
yeah, and I'm thinking that maybe the next video that we could do would be discussing like the perfect storm, because I know that we're not alone in that situation. I know that this happens and this happens and this happens and this happens and then that happens. And when that happens, you just make an improper, poor choice.
Right. Well, and so the question is not so much the perfect storm. Nobody can predict that. What can we put in place so that predicting that one will come, what do we have in place to keep us on track?
That's an excellent idea.
All right, everybody, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
All
Subscribe,
right,
like,
subscribe,
whatever.
comment,
Bye.
look for the skin.